musician.
Okay.
So we have here today at I call this JP Studios.
Okay.
We have Demetrius Houser. So tell us what instrument you play, Demetrius.
I play keyboards as my main, instrument that I play, but I play some bass and guitar and drums.
Okay. Now we were talking earlier about your main influence, or one of your influences, and that's we were talking about the Jacksons and Michael Jackson. And you're starting to tell me a story about how you ultimately got to play with Tito Jackson. Can you share that? Can you share that with us?
Okay, that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Well, I remember as a kid, I was always in love with the Jacksons, and particularly Michael. But I loved them all the same. Me and my cousins, we used to always fight and say, "You want to be? I'm going to be Michael Jackson. No, you're going to be Randy."
Is that right? Yeah.
And so, me and my cousins, my brothers, and it started off with me just as a musician. I always wanted to play, and I always wanted to play for Michael Jackson and the Jacksons. I remember praying to the Lord like almost every night, "Please let me play with the Jackson. I want to play with the Jacksons."
Right.
And I never really thought I would get that opportunity. And then maybe about 12 years ago, got the chance to tour with Tito for 2.5 years.
Now, how did that happen? Did somebody call you? Did you submit a demo? Did you play somewhere live and somebody saw you play? Or
well, it was interesting story. How that happened. A friend of mine, one of my best friends, Mikhail McKinney, his dad played with Michael Jackson and the Jacksons for some years. His name's Mike McKinney, and he played with the Jacksons for a long time. And he was aware of my playing. He heard me playing, and they were looking for. They already had a keyboardist, but they're looking for another keyboardist.
Oh, okay.
And they said, "Well, Demetrius can play, blah blah blah, such and such."
Really?
So they gave me a try. And David Williams, Michael Jackson's guitarist, which was Tito's musical director at the time, they called me up and said, "Come on down."
Really?
Gave me a shot.
So what's it like walking into a? Now who's there? Is Michael Jackson there? Or
Michael wasn't there.
So his people are there, and they're his ears, and they're going to listen to you, and determine if you fit the.
Right.
So what is it like walking in there? Okay? First, back up. Do you have a list of songs they want you to learn, or?
Yeah. Well, when I was playing with Tito, we were playing mostly blues, but we had a section in the show where he did some of his Jackson stuff. So I knew a lot of the Jackson stuff because I practiced it as a kid and knew some of the stuff. Yeah.
So then, this is so Tito Jackson's going on. Is he promoting a CD that he has out at the time, or? At
the time, he was working on his album, the CD, but he was just basically mostly touring and doing his blues show with his brothers band.
So you go in, obviously you get the gig, and what is that? When do you first see Tito Jackson? Does he come to rehearsal the first time, or you get to meet him afterwards? Did they take you somewhere?
Well, I actually met Tito before I started playing.
Oh, okay.
I got a chance to go to his birthday, his 50th birthday, at his family home in Havenhurst.
Okay.
With my friend Mikhail McKinney and Mike McKinney. I was able to go there, and I had met Tito there, and I met him previously before in his home, and he was a real nice guy.
Real nice guy. Seems like a nice guy.
Humble and talented.
I remember watching some of the episodes of the Jackson Dynasty. What was that show?
Right.
That reality show.
Right.
Seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, very nice.
Great guitar player.
Yeah, he opened his home up to me and my son.
Yeah.
He even cooked for us.
Wow. Real down to earth.
Yeah.
Huh?
Even let me drive him around.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what is it like being around somebody like of his? He's been in the business for many years, and he's seen the world, and he's won, music awards, and does it just
Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer. What is it like to be around?
To me, it was definitely a blessing. I still count it as one of my best, accomplishments in life, because it was something I prayed for, and God allowed it to come to pass. And I never thought I would have dreams that I was with the Jacksons and just at their home, eating with them and fellowshipping. And just for that time in my life, it's a special time. It's like I said, it was just an incredible time.
And how many shows did you do with Tito Jackson? Or how long was that? How long were you with his group?
I was with them for 2.5 years, on and off.
On and off.
And probably did about say about 10 to 15 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's it like when you play with, obviously, somebody that established? They have, you know, a road crew.
Right.
They have assistants, and is everything pretty much you just show up and you play?
Yeah, you have to make sure you're on your craft and you know your stuff and you're on
Right.
time, you're professional.
Right.
I had to adjust a lot because some things that I learned on my own by my ear, I found out they weren't all the right chords, so
Oh, okay.
they helped me on like playing the right chords and getting the right stuff down. So
Do they provide the keyboard for you, or do you bring your
I
own?
brought my own keyboards and
Okay.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And what do you hope maybe in the future you can work with him again, or is there plans? Have you ever talked to him after that?
Yeah, I ran into him a couple of times now. He told me I'm always welcome to come to his house. I know where he stays at and different things like that. But they're so busy. They're on tour right now. They're really busy. So
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like hard to catch up with them. But I'm sure in time, it's like family. So
All right.
it'll be always cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and so what are you doing now these days? Musically.
These days, I'm just playing, you know, and get back into my writing like I used to. And just playing at the church and playing a couple nights a week down in Palm Desert as well.
Right.
With me and my son. And
Yeah,
he's my
your
bass
son's
player.
a really good player. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
That's
talented
good.
young musician. Yeah.
And I know, like, people must gravitate towards that father-son dynamic.
Oh yeah, it's a
Do
blessing.
they know he's your son when you play?
Right. Yeah. And
Or do they think you guys are just
sometimes
fellow musicians?
the people that come to see us all the time, they know that we're father and son.
Right.
But the people that just come there first time, they think we're brothers.
Wow, and then when they find out,
Yeah. I said, this is my son. This is my son.
they're even more blown away that
Yeah.
the talent is, you know,
Right.
right there in the same
It's
family tree.
Definitely be
Yeah.
a blessing.
All right, and so you going back to, you said you're still writing music.
Right, I'm getting
What
back
do
to it. I took a layoff for like almost like maybe 10, 11 years. So I want to get back, you know, strong like I used to do pre-production recording a lot. So that's a big part of my life. So I want to get back to studio recording as much as possible. That's why I'm glad that I'm collaborating with you.
Yeah, well, you know what? For everybody out there, we're working on this song, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna sound awesome when it's completed, just from hearing what we have right now. And I think as soon as there'll be updates on that song, and hopefully we'll get it recorded. Maybe we'll make a little accompanying video for it, and just get it out there.
That'd be nice, hey.
Yeah, because, all right, well, this is, we'll say this is the first interview. Maybe we'll have other ones, other topics to talk about. And so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then be on the lookout for more footage from this collaboration, and some more, we'll get some more footage of Demetrius on the keyboards.
Peace.
All right, thank you.
Love.